The Duelist Cup is over, and we have a lot to talk about. Hello guys, and welcome back to another cold episode. On today's episode, I wanted to discuss the Duelist Cup and overall what happened, as well as a lot of the new stuff that is coming post-Duelist Cup. So first and foremost, I gotta talk about what I did, because I'm so special. No, not really. This was one of the first times where I truly, tried really hard to just kind of, play the game, and played a bunch. And I played more than I normally play. And I ended up doing a lot better. I normally get around top 10,000, and I ended up in the top, 3,500, which is pretty good. My DP wasn't, insane by any stretch of the imagination, but I felt like I did really well. I felt like I played really well, and I really did learn a lot from this, which was really nice. It's something that I can take into future events and what have you. So that was pretty cool. Obviously, I'm not nearly close to the top, as you can tell, but I felt pretty good. Yeah, so far above top 5,000, that's all that I really wanted to mention. I played a whole bunch of different decks, mostly tier, lots of tier, but we ended up playing Cashier at the end as well, and Cashier is pretty good. So now we also have to talk about the upcoming Forbidden and Limited list, which literally happened right after the Duelist Cup. So thoughts on this are pretty simple. Kashtira, Pearly, tier probably is going to be on here. So yeah, let's hop into this. So we have the cards to be forbidden, a pointer of the Red Lotus. Cool. Yeah, this one needed to go. I never saw anyone using this in the Duelist Cup, but that may have been a tech choice from Labyrinth or from I know Spiral uses this. They can search it out with Griffin, with the Curious Griffin line. So there's that. A pointer of the Red Lotus is just not a fair card, and I do like to see that it's gone. Yeah, that's basically it. Being able to look at your opponent's hand is incredible advantage. So there you go. Moving on. Pot of Extrav is limited. I actually do like this. I think most of the pot cards should be either limited or banned. I think that they're just too strong. Pot of Desires even should realistically be here. But not surprising, I think Pot of Extrav was used in Kashtira as well as a bunch of other decks. It's used in Makonko, it's used in Labyrinth, it's used in just about everything to just get a free +2. So, yeah, makes sense. Moving on. Cards to be lifted from the... Sorry, Fractal! Fractal back to 3! Fractal is back! He's back! Oh, I'm so excited. Where's Cobalt Sparrow? Cobalt Sparrow should also be on here. Long One should also be on here. But I will take it. Tri-brigade Fractal is finally back to 3. You'll love to see it. A perfect Halloween present. Thank you very much. And then I have also Cyber Angel Ben 10. Honestly, Drytron's really not going to do anything in the current landscape. I think too many people are prepared for big end boards, whether that's through hand traps like Droll or just actually breaking the board with things like Droplet. Well, I guess not Droplet, but Dark Ruler No More and Triple Tactics and stuff like that. So, not... I really don't think these are going to do anything. Fractal to 3 is very nice, though. That's all. But yeah, that's it for the Forbidden and Limited list. Then we have a whole bunch of secret packs that we're going to go over, and a whole bunch of other things as well. So there's a new solo gate. I believe this is Boojins. Yep, Boojins. We have a new secret pack, which has been announced, which we already saw. New accessories, things like the Lilith treat. We have Pumpkin. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him go. Halloween. A bunch of Halloween stuff, limited time offer for the Ghost Rick Lantern, which is pretty cool. We got the new Protector with the icon as well for the new Link monster that is coming to the OCG. There's an Ice Jade / Goatee pack, but we still don't have a tier pack because reasons. So that's pretty exciting. If you like Ice Jade, which... I know a few of you do. But Goatee, sure, I guess makes sense. Surprised that these guys got a special pack before tier or anything like that, but I guess tier is all limited at this point, so it's not really a point to give them a special pack. But alas, there we are. And then we have the Libromancer secret pack as well, which I believe is getting new cards as well. I believe we didn't have Origin Story. I could be wrong. We may have already had Origin Story, but I think this one's new. Don't quote me on that. And then the Noble Spirits pack is, it's been announced. but I don't think we've gotten it. Did we get it? Did it just... Hold on. We'll have to check the shop. And then there's a survey as well. Let me check the shop. I don't think we got it as of yet. Maybe we did. No, we did. We literally just got it. So yeah, new packs. Cool. Let's actually check what all is in the Record of Noble pack. And see what's in here. Because, honestly, I didn't expect much in here. The Yatagarasu coming off of the list. This should be at 3. There's no reason for this to be at 1. Also, why is it a UR? Because nostalgia. That's why. Sakitama. I don't think we had this previously. That's a pretty good pickup for EXO. So there's that. Ptolemaeus could also go to 3. There's no issues there. Blaster is at 3 now. Is there anything interesting in this pack? No. Origin Story. I think that's new, right? Yeah, Origin Story is new, notably. We got some of the dual avatar stuff, which is very funny. Yeah, nothing too exciting there, all things considered. Lots of new cards, but none of this is going to be, like, impactful in terms of the meta. So, not really surprising. However, we are most likely going to get an actual, like, meta secret selection pack. Not like... So what I've noticed they've started doing is they've started releasing new cards in selection packs. So like this one was a new card selection pack. This one was a new card selection pack. And then this one is still new cards, but it's like new cards from older archetypes. That's basically support, right? So like all of this is basically support for previous archetypes like Teller Knights, Constellars. I mean, Blaster's off of the list now, which is an old card. Now that's in this pack. We have the Sulfur links. Sakitama is a spirit monster, you know, stuff like that. The B Troopers are in here with their new guy, which is... No, this isn't the B Trooper guy. There's just randomly B Trooper. Oh. I think it's this guy. I think this guy's name. Yeah. So, stuff like that. So I would imagine once, you know, in 9 days we'll get something. I don't know what. I don't think that's been announced, but there you go. Yeah, cool. That's going to be it for this episode. I did just... Oh, no. Sorry. We have one more thing to talk about. 1 second. The last thing we got to talk about is the card usage rates. We always got to talk about these because, of course. So this is for October, for the official card usage rates. I'll do a top 100 list for the Duelist Cup when the top 100 deck lists are announced. So here we have ourselves the Undeterred Maxi at 93%. Was at 92.3% previously. And Ash Blossom has also gone up in usage. Wow, not surprising. What else is not surprising, actually, is Infip. Infip goes up quite a bit. It's now at 72%, which is quite a lot more than what it was previously at, almost an entire 10%, as well as Double Azaius. Turns out, when you can just Double Azaius your opponent for their entire life savings, yeah, seems pretty good. Next up, we have the 50% plus, which is just wild. These are in half of the decks in the game. These cards are in half of the decks in the game. That is a wild concept to think about. We have Called By. Okay. It actually went down, which is kind of funny. We have Triple Tack, which went way up, and it's now at 54%. Absolutely should be. Yeah, Triple Tactics Talents is an absolutely insane card. Fenrir went up to 53% instead of its 40 previously. And then Crossout Designator also went up, which is kind of surprising, at least to me. I think that card is pretty mid, but I guess in mirror matches, it does make it a little bit better. Next up, we have Baron at 45 and Arise Heart, which is just immediately at 40%. Yeah, Arise Heart is pretty good. It turns out when you can go Arise Heart, you can go Special Summon a Fenrir, Special Summon an Arise Heart, go into Zeus, it's pretty good. So there you go. Then we have a whole bunch of other cards, the Kashtira stuff, and most notably things like Unicorn and Birth are on here. We also have the Underworld Goddess, which is pretty nice. Nibiru shot up, which is kind of interesting. Not by a lot, but it did go up. I haven't really seen a lot of people playing this, so that's kind of surprising for me, but there you go. Triple Tactics Thrust immediately is in 38% of decks. Now, mind you, remember, this is the first month that it's been released, so people haven't even had the chance to really try and grind for this card to unlock it. So this is just like an insane metric. that already 38% of decks are playing a Triple Tactics Thrust. Wild. Prosby also went up, probably due to this guy, and also Kashtira being around. And then all of the Kashtira cards, things like Big Eye, Scareclaw, etc., etc., and a Harpy's Feather Duster actually just went down, which is kind of funny. But yeah, there are the official card usage rates. You can complain as much as you want about the usage rate of Maxi, yada yada, but that will never change, and it's sad. But yeah, that's basically it for this episode. I hope that you guys did indeed enjoy it. If you did, I like it very much. I appreciate it. And if you want to check out more content like this, as well as more Yu-Gi-Oh!, then just be sure to subscribe. And thank you guys so much for watching. And remember to always stay frosty. Bye-bye. Shout out to the Frost Guard, my members. Thank you guys so much for the support, and I hope you enjoy the content.